you remember Pearl Harbor?
Yeah.
Yep. Can you tell me a little bit about what you remember about it?
That was at the outbreak of the war. That was a pretty sad day. Everybody knew where they were going, and it wasn't going to end. There was a lot of them shot down there, wasn't that was on the December the 7th, wasn't it?
Yeah, December 8th, I think.
Yeah.
Do you remember like anybody's reaction in this area about Pearl Harbor? Do you remember anything specific or?
Oh, they talk more about it now than they did then. Everybody was so busy. Well, once Pearl Harbor was over with, and the guys were, and there were so many that we knew, and were in that paper, that in that age group that went over there. And over on St. Mary's Cemetery, that Louis Hanneken, he was the first one killed in the war. And so they sent his body home, and they got a great big monument up there, because he was the first one from the area that was killed. It all sounds Greek to you.
Oh no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
It's hard to trace back that far, and there's so many veterans over around that, over in St. Mary's Cemetery. But luckily, my brother, he never had to go to war because he was on the farm. And they got out of it because they were on the farm. And a lot of those young guys ducked out to the farm because to get out of going in the service. And they were called draft dodgers.
So what did people think about the draft dodgers? Did they not like them very much, or?
Well, none of us talk about that anymore. I think most of our friends that, like the ones from Marshall, Missouri, that we went in with them, and they were our best friends. He's dead. Grandpa's dead, and his wife was living out there, and we went out. We kept friends with them all the time, and I kept in contact with some of the other ones, for a long time, but then after a while, you don't know what even happened to. And a lot of these, a lot of them went to Fort Leonard Wood, which was a good deal, because they were close to home. And that wasn't far after they went to Camp Robinson, Arkansas, that they sent them to Fort Leonard Wood, and that wasn't too bad. They could come home on weekends, but we wasn't that lucky.